Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the front pages this morning. We'll start with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Consumers seek lower tariff as NERC adopts monthly review. 1,227 naira dollar rate is a big lead on the front page here today. Talking about electricity, so that is still making the rounds at the moment. Well, Daily Independent is the next one here. Labour rejects Band A electricity tariff reduction to 206 naira 80 kobo per kilowatt, insists on reversal to 66 naira per kilowatt shareholder engagement. So that's some reaction from that reduction or that implementation, whatever it is that was done yesterday up until today. So getting more reactions on that one here this morning. And then from then on to Nigerian News Direct. Currency manipulation. SEC to delist Naira from P2P platforms. Vows to support digital assets players contributing to economic growth. So some more development on that one. But that's not all there is to it. Daily Trust equally follows through with that one. FG cracks down on illegal crypto traders as SEC rolls out new regulations. So, interesting times, I tell you. Have a look at Vanguard newspaper, petrol scarcity. Why pump price is high in our stations, ascribed to Ipman. Price gap between major marketers and independents widens. Major marketers in B2B transactions. So, oh dear. So there will be, of course, a lot more reaction on that one. So what do you expect? So it affects everybody, hence that reaction you see there. And then blueprints. Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. Presidency tackles Atiku over conflict of interest claim. Accuses ex-VP of hypocrisy, bad politics. And the other right on the front page here says Tinubu-led administration attracts $20 billion in 1 year. So that's what you see right there. The Daily Times, no plan for foreign military base establishment in Nigeria, ascribed to the federal government, says it neither received nor is considering proposals for establishment of foreign military base in Nigeria. It's a threat to Nigeria's national security sovereignty, PRP warns. And then FG to prioritize satellite technology to advance national development, ascribed to Festus Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation. Have a look at this, Nigeria. Measles epidemic rattles Adamawa. Schools shut down to prevent further spread. 42 persons reportedly dead, 308 affected, and 21 local government areas on red alert. So that's what you see right there. And then the Nigerian Observer, FG allays fears, says not considering any foreign military base. Look at some of the dailies here. All right, so the Guardian, alongside some other papers, did pick up on the tariff, electricity tariff. Very, very important, I tell you. And so on the front page there, you get to see consumers are asking for lower tariff as NEC adopts monthly review of 1,227 naira to the dollar rate. So what they did, what NEC published is that there's that review on the front page of the Guardian, which has now been done by short of 19 naira. So if you were on band A, you've got, I think it's now, according to what they say, 206 naira 80 kobo per kilowatt hour. That's what they say it is now. From what, 225 naira per kilowatt hour for band A customers. So, and some other discourse put up notices that they've started implementing this one, but it's there's still a lot of uncertainty, clarity in terms of what people are asking. So are they doing this to see how they could, you know, let people calm down a little bit? But I'm not sure Labour is buying this, because clearly Labour, as you've seen there, say, look, they want more. They want you to go back to the 16 naira per kilowatt hour. And so this doesn't cut it for them. I guess if you're given an inch, so they'll take a mile. And then besides, is this as a result of all the hue and cry that went on? But they think this is
factor of the dollar and the naira, you know.
So, and then the service delivery is still a big question mark. Yes, they hiked it, even though they've done this. Many people seem nonplussed about it because service delivery is still at its lowest ebb. So it's just for band A because these are the ones that were increased in the first instance.
Yeah.
So they said, what, 50 million odd Nigerians who are on that band. But as it is now, many still feel they could do way much more than this.
I mean, 19 naira less per kilowatt hour. It's not bad, but more.
Do you get the supply?
Said. Do you get the supply? That's the issue.
They say apology comes only if you have less than 20 hours consistently for 2 consecutive days. Then they can issue an apology to you. So they say.
Let's keep watching this sector and see what happens. The blueprint stands out for me. Just so we can update from page 7 there, no plan to have military base in Nigeria. The federal government has been speaking up. The Minister of Information actually gave this update yesterday. So all the fears, he said, oh, don't worry about it. There's no plan to have any military base in Nigeria. So that's from the federal government. But also, the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway is in the news again. And the presidency is tackling Atiku over the conflict of interest claim. It's a very interesting story. One that you can get more on from the front page there of the Blueprint newspaper, accusing the ex-vice president of hypocrisy and bad politics. Of course, he did accuse the federal government of conflict of interest. Look, your son, President Tinubu's son, is on the board of this company. This is not right. But Mr. Onanuga was very quick to remind him, oh, remember the telcos bit when you were vice president as well? So it's a very interesting dynamic. And we want to see how this all works out in the end. But if you're like me and you like stories like this, go on. It's Blueprint newspaper. Turn to page 8 there, and you get all the details of the story.
Okay, so there you go. That wraps it up with a look at some of the dailies here this morning. Don't forget, you can comment on whatever you may have had up to here. We like to hear from you this morning.